What's up guys, MrGimms back again, and today I want to talk about something that some other content creators have already talked about, so if you don't know who I'm talking about, go check them out or whatever. But just a slew of just contradictory, nonsensical, dumbass crap has just come across my table in the last 24 hours since Trickster has been released. And I think you know who I'm talking about and just how infuriating it is when people keep sending me these clips and going, oh, this guy said that, this guy said this, and yada, 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 yada. And it's just like, it can't be true. All of this can't be true. It can't be just... Honestly, this is just, it's getting too much. And that's the subject of this video today, is just going through Almo's last stream, the stream right after Trickster's release, and then he played him on stream. And I've gone through the stream, gone through the clips that people have sent me, and it's there's so many just begging questions I have for this man, but I'll never have the opportunity to do it or ask him. Let's just start from the top of the just absolute ludicrousy that is this guy? I don't even know if this guy is being serious at times, honestly. Here's the first one.
Oh, dude, these are all cool. Holy shit. Fucking A, man. This is good shit. That's crazy. I like blue. Man, his outfits are all cool. Like, goddamn. This is the most cosmetics I've bought for any single character, I think. That's cool. Not sure about those pants, but I like the blue jacket. I can mix and match. And we're going to equip this one. Boop.
For people who don't know, Almo is one of the lead designers at BHVR, works on Dead by Daylight, and also he's in charge of balance and a slew of other things. He does work on he works on a lot of stuff. We can get that out of the way just in his defense, but he just completely buys out the store. Is this what BHVR thinks that everyone else does? I really hope what that guy does at the start of his stream, just buying every single outfit without really giving it any second thought. I hope other people aren't doing that. And don't get me wrong, that's just a personal opinion. Like, it's your money. Do what you want with it at the end of the day. If something's going to make you happy, definitely do it. But it almost comes across as like, oh, look at me buying all these cosmetics. He's like, come on, guys. Come on, we need the money for this one. It's almost like he's slinging even his own company that he works for a bone because he's just so fucking morbidly depressed about this bloody chapter. Moving on.
I don't know. I wouldn't comment on Trickster's strike yet because he's only been out for, what? 11 to 8. 12 minus 3, 9 hours. I do enjoy him. Hello, Veronique.
12 minus 3, 9. He's going through all the... This guy's a meme now. All right, so you're saying here that he's been out for 9 hours. All right, fair enough. I can see that. You don't know if he's crap or good yet. You've been working on him. Do you have any idea at all? Like, it's just honestly, I don't understand what this entity is anymore. Like, it's just, you've been in the know of this killer. Oh, yeah, fair enough. You didn't see the art department and what they were working on and stuff like that, but you know what the killer can do, what he's been doing. You've been testing him, I assume? QA department? At all? Let's keep going.
He's fun, but I'm not that good with him. Yeah, as you can see, I'm not terribly good with this guy. I've got one hook and there are 2 gens left to do. I don't really feel confident throwing knives at people yet. Sure is painful being a 4.4 killer. Yeah, I'm going to skip main event. This is why main event you have to trigger, because you might want to just pick them up. Because we don't want people to be able to store main event. It's supposed to be a thing that happens right after a crescendo of action. So you do a whole bunch of stuff, and then that's when it happens. You don't wait and then choose to use it another time. It's not meant to function that way.
Alright, so you've played him a little bit at this point on the stream, but you're not that good with him. Okay, fair enough. You still don't know if he's good or bad yet. I understand it's been a couple of hours, it's been like 12 hours at this point, maybe a little bit less. But yeah, you still don't get it. You're not happy with his slow movement speed? You think it's really punishing? Okay, cool. Fair enough. You're not confident using the knives, you'd rather M1 them, but that's contradictory to the fact that he's a slow moving killer, so using your M1 and depending on your M1 doesn't make sense either. Does it? You feel that main event should be activated, but then you follow on about half an hour later and say that no, it shouldn't be activated. We want it to be a certain way and we want it to work a certain way. What is going on? Do you even know your own game that you're working on? Like the fact that, by the way, 9 times out of 10, devs aren't amazing at their own game. That is just a fact. That is just something that exists. They're too busy working on their own game. And honestly, when they come home from work all day, do you think they then want to play this game more so? I don't think so. But this guy works on the game constantly, I hope or I assume, and then comes home to play it in his own downtime or whatever. And then he still doesn't get if the kill is good or not yet, and he makes contradictory statements like that? Fuck.
And notice you don't have to be empty for the knives to show up in the lockers, just close. I think that's nice. Killer designer being kind to us.
Killer designer being nice to us. Come on. It's a meme.
Like I said, fellas, I'm not great at playing the new guy.
Alright, he wraps things up by saying, like he said, he's not very good at the new guy. Or he's not a good killer. I get it's bad practice for you to be on stream and say this killer sucks when it's just come out and a lot of people have worked on it. A lot of people are, you know, obviously want to be happy about their creation. That makes sense. But, you know, it just sucks that you're not, you know, sort of like seeing that, oh, okay, you know, he's slow moving and this sucks. And then the next minute saying like, oh, yeah, he's pretty good and this is how you use this. And like, it's, I don't know, man. I think you're on crazy pills, dude, honestly. The fact that you can just play this guy and say it's too early to tell when, you know, you got an entire player base that is telling you that this killer sucks doesn't make any sense to me. Also, PTB feedback, things like that. PTB feedback, you guys directly slam dunk fucking into the rubbish like this chapter.
I mean, remember that I work with the guy who just slaved for, what is it, 4.5, 5, 6 months over getting this killer tuned up and ready to go. 6 months. Yeah, 6 months he's been working on it. And I feel like it would be rude to him to be already saying, you should change all of this stuff.
So let me get this straight. You guys have been working on the Trickster for 6 months or almost 6 months, and this is what you produced. And the guy who mainly created it, he didn't say his name here, Almo feels it would be unfair to give him critique at this point in time about the work that he's slaved away on, by the way, for 6 months. So is it just like, you just don't want to give the guy sour grapes or something? You feel bad for telling him, hey man, I think your killer sucks. How did this get through at least 7 or 8 doors in your office? How did this, something that was made for 6 months, love, time, dedication, all that stuff, how was this the piece of crap that you churned out? I honestly, it's beyond me. It gets worse, guys.
Well, I've got a lot of shit to look at. Like, we've got the Huntress add-on pass and the Demogorgon coming, and we've got Nightmare. People want me to look at Legion and Trapper. And there's just so much we want to look at. We just have to prioritize, you know.
Okay, this bit I particularly feel sorry for him, funny enough. And I want to quickly chuck this in here. I was thinking about not doing it and just going on a big rant, but I need to keep it real, to be honest, because that's, you know, I got to cut it right down the middle. I can't be unfair. Yeah, he honestly just looks overworked here, and actually, quite frankly, he looks maybe a little bit pissed off. He says he's got, you know, Freddy to work on, he's got Demogorgon's add-on pass to work on, the Huntress add-on, he's got Legion people want him to look at. He's talking about the people at the office, upper management, and then the Trapper, and then he just goes, yeah, man, I got lots of stuff I'm working on at the moment, and we just have to prioritize. That to me is really key in his mood and his mannerisms and the way he's communicating to the viewers. I think what I'm extrapolating from it is that I am overworked. I don't get given enough time to hit targets in between our grueling schedule. Because, by the way, it's a well-known fact that their schedule of turning out DLCs that have been junk lately have been due to the fact that they just don't have enough time. We've heard rumors of 4 days of work a month or whatever. I don't know what truth is in that, honestly, but he honestly looks like he means what he says when he says, I have to prioritize. His time is meaningful to him. So maybe that's something worth exploring there, man. Because, like, yeah, if you're pissed off and overworked and they're trying to give you all these ridiculous targets and you're not hitting them on time, it says more about the company you're working for. So to that, I felt sorry for him, I'm not going to lie.
I'll start looking at data on a new killer roughly a month and a half after they come out. The data tells us where we need to look, man. There is more to it than data, but the data is very, very important. But you may have heard something on Twitter. That doesn't mean I know about it, though, because I ignore Twitter pretty much.
This one's the big one. This one's the main one people kept sharing with me. A couple of different people shared with me. So he doesn't look at data typically around about a month and a half after release of a killer, which to me is absolute batshit crazy. Like, he doesn't look at data, stats, things like that. And he then goes on to say stats aren't everything, but they definitely give you sort of a gauge of what you're supposed to be working to. And yeah, that's right. And they've proven in the past that they don't always use data. Otherwise, you know, Nurse wouldn't have been nerfed. She would have been buffed because she's got the lowest kill rate. She's the hardest to play, in my opinion. So, you know, they have shown they can go against the grain and use their own fucking heads for once. But here he says, yeah, I look at data a month and a half later, and the next part just really pissed me off when he just said, like, oh, you know, whatever Twitter is, I don't go on Twitter. I never use Twitter. I don't read Twitter. So it's obvious to me that you're so disconnected from your fan base. I mean, don't get me wrong. Twitter's full of idiots. I totally understand that. I get that. And you're going to get a lot of shit on Twitter. That's just the way it is. It's the nature of the beast. But yeah, you're completely negligent. You don't give a shit about feedback. Honestly, I don't think you read feedback. So this was really disappointing, and this is probably the biggest founding points of why people are so mad, because you're 1 month behind, 1 month and a half behind your own fans, because it only took people about 3 hours to realize Trickster's crap. And that's just a real big shame. It's a real big shame, and honestly, to me, this proves that one of the really important members of the Behavior game design team in charge of balancing does not give a shit at all what we have to say. And that is the main point I wanted to drill home about chapter 19, how I feel about it, how I feel about the Trickster, and how I feel about it in general, the way they're churning out these filler DLCs. Because this one didn't even have a reworked map. This one was just a survivor, a crap killer, and, you know, 2 good buffs to 2 good killers, I guess, Wraith and Blight, with the DS rework, which is cool too. But still, this is not good, man. I hope you guys change before chapter 20, because I'm telling you now, with other games on the horizon, you guys are going to lose fans pretty soon. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to give you my thoughts and opinions on just how I feel about this stuff. I'm not gonna spend time going through this guy's streams every single time, but he said a lot of ludicrous, batshit crazy things on this stream, so, and you guys help me find the clips too, so I appreciate that. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you did. And let us know what you think about this entire situation, because to me, this just blew my mind. I wasn't even going to do a video on it. I just wanted to see, like, these clips kept coming to me, so I was just like, what's going on? Yeah. This guy, he needs a reality check. Hardcore. Yeah. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you later.
Like I said, fellas, I'm not great at playing the new guy.